but I've been watching you for the last year and a half. I currently am only watching Paulie's channel. I don't get too involved. Now, the reason why this thing is blurred out at the top was because initially I thought that was Steph's phone number, but actually that's her publicly viewable Twitter handle. So in a couple of images time, that blurring is going to disappear. I'm currently only watching Paulie's channel and don't get too involved on other shows. Also, in by no means am I reaching out in an attempt to buy your friendship or whatever, as I've always been someone who shows appreciation for people that affect me in a positive way. I do like your moral stances on a lot of things, as well as your confidence is inspiring. I do struggle with mental health, as a lot of us do, and we all have the same opportunity each day to do big things. Now, that as a lot of us do, and we all have the same opportunity each day to do big things. Now, that sentence there, I do struggle with mental health. For me, that is the framing of this conversation, right? Because, well, we'll see what happens later. So Steph responds, well, that's very refreshing to hear. Thank you for your kind words. He replies, yes, of course. I consider myself a good friend and treat others the way I would like to be treated. Of course, it always comes down to respect, and there's lots of fake people on nowadays. I'm just glad I have a solid group of people in my life helping me to keep grounded. Steph replies, thank you for reaching out to me. That's very kind, and I'm always open to kind, normal people on the internet. There are so many that are the opposite. He replies, lol, yes, I know what you mean. Speaking of Pageby, now just to be clear, other people in the community are going to be mentioned. I have no opinion on what's being said about other people between these two. But anyway, lol joke, laugh myself, ha ha ha. Then we get to the first interesting comment here. I'm from Steph. I'm trying to figure out how to give you my PayPal link thingy. Take special note of the language use here. My PayPal link thingy. I don't think I've ever heard Steph use words like PayPal link thingy. Female face palming, I'm no good at this. Rolling face with tears. Oh, the man is Gregory. Yeah, I can say who he is. He's fine if we mention his name. The man is Gregory Jones. Right. Steph, who has DM'd me, can I get a link? To which the reply is later when I'm finished. Right then. I did like her at first, then she started showing her boobs on camera and started thinking she's smarter than everyone else and made fun of Andrew's voice because he talks so fast and didn't pronunciation of a word to her liking. She's such on a high horse. Lol, thank you very much, I appreciate it. I did too. Lol, she is a narcissist or just a really big liar, who knows. So funny, Corrosive got doxed. I used to tell everyone to not go after her drinking and to give her a break, and she was just here to have a good time. Right, so this is just some back and forth, right? Maybe we can skip through some of this. Sarcasm the other night on Paulie's chat, and he said, I can't believe Corrosive would allow himself to be here. That's the least I can say to Corrosive, and I saw him saying in Page's Discord. Right, okay, so some more chit chat. Right, so now this is at 7:58, he informs her that he has mental health issues. At 8:14, she drops her PayPal link into the conversation. No, this isn't someone from Steph's community, bless your heart. Gregory Jones is, he was hanging around with Joshua Abrams. He was part of that crew. He donated a lot of money to Joshua Abrams, somewhere in the region of 4K, I think. Over the time that he was associated with him. He's also used to go into Paulie's. So he's kind of part of that crowd. So let's crack on, shall we? Okay, let me know if this works. I'm going to ask you to keep that to yourself. I've already been doxed all over the damn place, but still. Right. So sent just between you and I. Now that's August the 7th, 8:16. He's also sent me a screenshots of the payments that he sent us. So August the 7th, that's I think an amount of $35. We'll go through the payment screenshots afterwards. Now there's okay, yeah, I won't say anything to anyone, not a problem at all, because he wants to keep this quiet between them. Cody's been a huge shithead in Discord. Right, so he then starts talking about who he's donated to, Paulie, Andrew, Golden, and Brian. So he's kind of known in the community. Now, to me, that would be another red flag, right? If you've got someone who's saying, I've got mental health problems, and then they're saying, oh, I donated to Joshua Abrams and Paulie. I mean, these are all red flags, right? So there's a bit more chit chat about stuff that took place on Paulie's panel. He's talking about the fact that he donated to Josh at this point. And it's still the first day. Still, we're talking like half an hour after first contact. So a bit of back and forth about who Joshua Abrams is. Okay, and then right. So then we got that was Rev, who was on the recording begging to suck my toes, who was trying to work his way over to that side, and I wanted to shame him. No, I didn't actually notice this, but it's interesting. Okay, fair enough. He's a doctor. He gets news of girls and then threatens them with them. He's dangerous, so I tried to keep the trash from my side from coming to yours. Okay, stay away from Josh. That's words to live by. Stay away from Josh. Right, some more back and forth. Yada, yada, yada. Right, okay, so I mentioned I'm friends with Paulie. He's been helping me with moral support along with this case for the last 10 months, on and off. I told you I've donated to him and we're cool. I actually have a huge amount of respect for Paulie. I think he's great. Okay, on Monday, 6 days ago, he texts me and says, bro, can I borrow $20? Now, the reason why I'm reading this out, because as I was reading through this conversation, it gave me a kind of fascinating insight into some of the people in our community that I didn't have. So there was a bit of back and forth about the fact that Paulie had borrowed some money from Gregory. Gregory was having difficulty getting the money back from Paulie. Right, so that's what all this is. These are screenshots that he's sent her in the course of this conversation. Right, what we got here? We're still on the first day. Yeah, August the 7th. That's still the first day, right? Okay. So some more back and forth. All right, nice. Okay, and this is all pretty innocent, right? I mean, this is just like a conversation that's taking place. There are these screenshots that I'm just skimming through here. What they're talking about is this $20 that he'd loaned Paulie, and he's saying, he's trying to be financially stable, and she's replying, yes, it's more the principle of the matters. I totally get it. Oh, you won't be lost shortly, DGen. Just and she gives him advice on how to get the money back. Very nice. Right. So, and then he starts talking about Josh and how we loaned Josh money, and he's mentioning amounts, 700, 300, yeah, all right. Okay. So August the 7th, they're still back and forth. They're talking about panels. Andrew's going at it with Paige, etc. They were screaming. So, chit chat about panels. Let's skip forward to maybe the next day. So, okay. Then we get to what I would consider to be the next red flag. All right. Which is this comment here. Also, I'm sorry for blowing up the inbox, and I really am not trying to come off as crazy with all these messages, as it is truly one of the best nights meeting you, right? So this is the night they met, with friendship and respect and core values. I have. I'm sure you probably get messages from guys all the time trying to talk with you, and I'm not trying to come across like that. With my main intentions being friendship and respectfulness. I do admire your upbeat personality and ability to have a great conversation. I can tell you're educated, and of course, you're very pretty and sexy. I just wanted to prove to you I am real and show support at the same time as we meet people in life at certain times. My word, at certain times, people come and go, but have to be aware enough to realize the lessons and reasons. I don't have very many friends, and the ones that I do have, one has a family and other isn't really that stable at the moment. So I don't talk to a lot of people, I guess. When I'm not busy working, I'm not a big party person and usually only drink socially. I do smoke weed and cigarettes, but I'm supposed to try and quit soon. I do sincerely appreciate your kindness and think you're great. In case nobody told you how beautiful you are today, I can be number one, as it's good to be number one at something. So you're so sweet. I just saw your PayPal. That helped so much. My Amazon Prime charge went through last night and wiped me out. So perfect timing. I'm still live. I'll read your last messages when I'm off. Right. Okay. Right. So then there's a whole bunch of texts from him. And again, this would be a red flag, right? Like, to me, this is a red flag because these are being sent within minutes. Like, this one was sent at 7:53 in the morning. Then there's 3 very quick texts within the next 2 minutes. And then he's texting all day. She doesn't reply, fair enough. You're not obliged to. And, this is just him kind of praising her repeatedly for stuff that she's doing on panels. Right. So, and then he's saying, and I just want to clarify that I was not trying to imply anything by opening up so much as talk to you. I have not misconceived anything. I just don't want my donations to be taken the wrong way or out of context. And we'll get to the donations that we made very shortly. As I really do have a lot of respect for you. And I do apologize again for blowing up your inbox. Yes, I do value our friendship, and I hope you had a nice weekend. Hey, if you're any type of way about anything that you've done, I'm sorry that I haven't responded with the Rev and Laura thing. Plus, a few other situations on my side, I've been way too involved with this YouTube shit, making no reference to anything he's actually said. Okay. Right, a bit more back and forth. Interested in, hope you're staying cool. I'm skipping through these because, like, I'm kind of aware this is taking quite a long time. It's 20 minutes already. And I kind of want to get to some of the meat of the thing. So I blurred out his image here. He sent a photo of his face just to prove he's not some 60-year-old fat creep. Right. So August the 9th. Now, as we're scrolling through her, I'm not seeing any indications of PayPal payments being made on August the 8th, but there were some. On August the 9th, and she responds, okay, a bit of a chit chat. He shows her his face. Fair enough. Now, let's scroll forward. All right, okay. Still talking about Paulie borrowing money. I don't know who Laura is. Apparently, she's a shit human being. So I want to scroll forward. Where are we? I was going to read out this whole thing. I was just going to read out the entire conversation, but no, let's not do that. This is all kind of chit chat, right? Talking about people on panels. Okay, so now, so he's paid for pedicures. A couple, I think, right? So, and now he brings up feet. Oh, and I apologise for keep bringing up the pedi, which is the pedicure, as wasn't anything serious. That more just a compliment, as I'm sure you do have very pretty feet in a non-extra and genuine way. That's going to become important later. Steph has 0 nudes out there. Now, at this point, he starts talking about he's hiring a life coach, right? And then she's kind of responding, life coach, let me know how that goes. I went and got that pedicure this morning. Thank you. I needed one. Haha, they're so expensive. Every penny went it. It was very nice. Thank you. All right. This is August the 12th. So I'm going to scroll forward. This is all boring chit chat, isn't it? Boring chit chat. Now you're probably wondering, why are you doing this, Shiva? Why are you inflicting this lame ass conversation between these two people? Here we go, August the 12th. Now he's obviously given her money. I'm so happy I could help you with that. Shirley is such a crazy person. It almost seems set up and staged when she called DFK. Real people are hard to find, and you're most definitely the real deal. And I'm happy I can surround myself with such good people and energy. You and Paulie and Golden really are good, honest people. It's nice to know that exists. She replies, hey, I agree with you on all of that 100%. Thank you again. You saved me last night. My check hasn't cleared. The bank, yes, and I definitely need the help I can get. Thanks so much. I'll write back to you in a little. He replies, you're very welcome. I'm happy to help, and please don't be shy or stranger with reaching out if you ever needed to borrow anything as well, as I do trust you 100%. Now, they started talking, this is August 13th, so what's that? Nearly a week after they first started chatting. Awesome, looking forward to it. Glad your Friday is off to a good start. Thank you, Miss Steph. Love hearts. Hashtag real friends. She replies, I hate having to do that. Facepalm. Also, you don't have to ask to borrow. You can just ask me, and I got you. Praying hands, heart. Please do, and don't be shy. Only respect for you, though. Now, look, if I'm meeting someone, I've known them for a week, and they're trying to give me... Anyway. Now, really, nothing more I'd rather do than make sure you're good, and would love to cover your meals and gas and car as much as possible. Of course, I'm saving to it and budgeting at the same time. Really no bigger honor than being able to do that for you, and really no problem at all. I moved money from one bank to the bank account I use for my checking account. It's taking so long for it to clear. It's supposed to clear by today and it hasn't yet. Can I borrow $100? Do you mind if so embarrassed asking? Lol, no problem at all. Yes, you can. But it's on me, though, my treat, and thank you for asking. Thank you for asking, and please don't be shy. Oh, thank you so much. You're so nice. I'm going to cry. So, I just want to show you how you're supposed to be treated, also trying to respect towards you, and all that you've done for me, for my life in the last week, getting to talk with you and become friends. Truly, I'm blessed and think you're amazing. Well, I'm glad that I can bring something to your life to make up for all you've done for me. But really, I would do this for a friend with nothing in return. Right, so there's a bit more back and forth about how much he likes Paulie. He bought himself a pair of shoes. Loves how she owned Rebel. August 13th still. Now, August the 14th, hey, my check still hasn't cleared. Can I borrow another 50, please? I'm sorry to have to ask. I'm stuck at the store. Yes, I got you, no problem. And it's on me, though. Thank you for asking. Haha, you're so funny. Thank you for asking. You are a great, I'm guessing that's meant to be person. You're so sweet. Thank you, Miss Steph. All set for you. Please don't be sorry to ask, as I love for you to just ask, and you don't have to say borrow, because I really want to do this for you, as I know you're a great friend and would do the same. And yes, only good intentions and respect towards you. Also, I didn't mean to be so forward and upfront with my past and what's been going on with me and girls. I actually did meet someone at work a few weeks ago and have been talking to her, but she's like 20 years older than me. So Okay. So hopefully things will go well. Let's scroll forward. Right. Okay. So hopefully things will go well with that. And just because I haven't had much luck like that, and in no way did I place you in that category or a reason to reach out originally, I did want to introduce myself and show my support, and really couldn't be more happy and do feel so special like today when you asked me that. I just wanted to confirm that, and I am really serious about supporting you as much as possible, and really would do anything to prove I'm serious. I would definitely give you my Chime bank account and just give you control, and I will just ask you for money for rent and weed, and my phone bill is automatically renewed, because I have this food stamps and card and other app, and I have like 1,100 right now, and I'm about to get paid in like 5 days. And I was thinking I have worst budgeting skills ever, and would basically like split my paycheck with you every 2 weeks, because I get paid like $840 every 2 weeks, and my rent is $700, and I'm signed up for this program to get utilities coverage. And so I don't have to worry about it. And on my second paycheck of the month, I would definitely split it with you, or more possibly, but really would love for you to let me have whatever you think is okay and could help me save. And I'm going to try and make some side money for doing odd jobs for my family. It's okay if not, but I really just wanted to show you how serious I am and how lucky I am to be your friend, and would do anything to prove it. All right, so there's a bit more stuff like that. As she responds, holy cow, I get another pedicure. I just got done reading everything you wrote last night. I think you have a really good plan set up for yourself. I still feel terrible that I just met you and had to ask you for anything. I normally don't have to ask my friends for anything. You're such a good friend, though. Thank you so much. So there's a bit more now. He's saying, please let me give you money. Please let me give you money. And she's like, but I already owe you 150. And he responds, no. She says, is that number you have? I want to make sure we keep that straight. You don't owe me anything, he replies. That's the sign of a sound mind there, right? That is the sign of someone who knows exactly what they're about, isn't it? Is it making me angry? Right, that was all on me. My treat to you, and it still is. No, yes, I have to pay you back what I asked for. No, please, I want to do that for you. I wish you could ask again, though. Lol, you want me to ask? Lol, yes, please, Miss Steph. Lol, you're so funny. Lol. Okay, I can owe you $250 if you want to send me another 100. It's on me, though. Oh, are you picking up the angle, Steph? Are you picking up the angle here? Right, sorry, I got distracted by the chat, and that was stupid of me because I'm an idiot. Hang on a minute. Right, okay, let's crack on. Oh, you're funny. Well, thank you. Lol, really, I'm just so taken aback by you and appreciative and happy. And no, I don't do things like this, nor have I ever been so quick with things, but I can't help it with my heart and mind here. Just want to be best friend ever as you do. Make me feel like $1,000,000, so I have to make sure you know. You're very welcome, and thank you for asking. And please don't be shy about asking again later. Please, Miss Steph, and you don't owe me anything right now. Seriously, love when you ask so fucking bad. Lol, well, I'm glad I can do something for you. Right, so then he goes on to how much he wants to split his paychecks with her, to prove how real he is after a week, how amazing she is. And then he says, wow, I'm sorry, I just realized I sent you like 6 straight messages, and I'm coming off like stage 5 clinger, and I'm not at all. Right, and that, like, if we scroll back through the pages, you can see again he's kind of spamming her text. Now, this guy has been spamming my DMs as well since he contacted me. Fucking walls of text, right? Walls of text. That's a red flag, man. That is a red fucking flag. He offered me money to do this. When he first contacted me, he offered me money. He was like, I'm happy to pay you for your time. And I was like, no, you can't do that because, like, you know, I would have to refuse because there would be a clear conflict of interests, right? You know, and after reading this, I'm so glad that that was my fucking response. Anyway, I don't mean to come off so strong and be so extra or whatever. It's not my intention. I'm sorry. I do feel bad. Okay, let's scroll forward. 6 messages. Let me run your finances. I don't know about that. No, lol, no. I don't mind reading your messages because this is the response to, I'm sorry, I just sent you walls of text. You can send me all the messages you want, lol. I don't care about that. Oh, I'm so magnanimous. I want you to take care of yourself, though. You work really hard, so you enjoy what you get from it. Thank you for not being mad. And yes, just wanted you to be in control, as I do love you if you told me how much I can have. Right, so this is a sub, right? So that's what we're getting into here. We are getting like, now I don't know if you guys have any interaction with people who are into kink at all, but in certain gay communities, it's sort of quite common, right? This guy is a sub. That becomes much more obvious as we get through. Now, let's check this thing here. I would even sign a contract to show you I'm for real, right? And that is a thing, apparently. That is a thing between a someone who is the dominating partner, the dom, and the other person who is the submissive, right? Like, they sign contracts that kind of dictate what the terms and limits of the relationship are, I suppose. No strings attached. I would give you a down payment right now if you said yes to show I'm serious. Seems like from reading this, it's clear. Let's just carry on. Like, we'll get to the interpretation later. I have an interpretation of all this. Lol, a contract for what? You want me to ask you for money? Or contract me to say I'm serious, that would give you half, etc. So they're going through this, what is a contract thing. Then she says, okay, can you send me another $100? Which he does. Thank you so much. You're so wild. And now he's thanking her for him giving her the money. And she responds that she's glad that giving makes him happy. Right. Okay, he talks about how much he gave to Joshua Abrams. Right, what is this about? A down payment and a contract? Down payment to take over my life, pretty much. That right there is what he wants made explicit, right? To take over your life. I'm not that responsible. Really, it's just a guarantee and validation that you control all my money and take half or more and give me whatever is best. I would give you 900 right now to show I'm serious and if you would help me. And so more back and forth here where she's trying to get clarification. The benefit to him would be that she could take full control and he wouldn't have to worry and could be able to have as much as she wanted and she could put him in order. Okay, and then and then he drops the little line that last year he wasted 10K on these 2 other girls he met, and including Josh. This year is probably close to that number already for some reason. Okay, so you want me to hold your money for you? No, not hold. I would split with you and you would control it basically, as I just want to be able to not worry. Well, what do you want me to do, babe? Really, I want to be able to ask that you ask you that and promise I'm a good listener. And then he wants her to take control over his bank account, Chime. I don't really know what that is. There is a thing called financial, something like financial doming, financial submissiveness, being a financial sub. So he's wall of texting her, like he fucking wall of texts me. discussing his finances, saying how much he's going to be earning from now until December, 7,200, plus the grand he's got at the moment, and saying that he would do anything that she says. And she replies, well, okay, what do you want me to do? Just let me know. And then he's saying download Chime so you can have access to my bank account, right? And so that she can be in control of his finances. And then she says, iTunes just took $50 out of my account. See no evil. Is that see no evil? I think that's see no evil. I think that's one of the no evils, right? iTunes just took $50 out of my account. Oh, fuck, don't worry, I got you base up with that. And then he pays that. Oh my goodness, thank you. Sorry with the feet emojis, as I've just been honest, you probably know feet, he's into feet. I'm trying to think. All right, he's into feet, sexy souls, and smells so good no matter what, even if you just got back from a long hot day, right? Feet, he's really into feet, we get that. I'm trying to think. I need new headphones, my Beats broke. I do have perfect feet. I got you on that. Really? You do? I was dying to know. And I wasn't even sure what size they were. Okay, it's talking about the feet. He's really into feet, it seems. Okay, more feet stuff. Right, I thought I'd blurred that. Now, I'd skip through that. There's the thing that I blurred out is really very explicit, where he's telling her what he wants her, how he wants her to treat him. And she replies, I need new headphones, I need a new hard drive. Okay, and then again, more explicit. This stuff that's blurred out is very explicit. I mean, yeah, and embarrassing. And then dreaming and wondering if you know what a foot job is. And then this is where it takes a step up for me. Yes, it does. Now you should send me $300. You should send me $300 now, you little bitch. Is that how you want it? Yes, please. Thank you, Miss Steph. You want to see my feet while I lying in a thong? That, by the way, is the title of this stream. You want to see my feet while I lying in a thong. That's what you like. All set for you. Yes, please. Thank you, Miss Steph. More than anything. Right. Then he's got a little bit of anxiety again. I didn't mean to be so extra. No, you're fine. I was just on panel for a while. Okay, thank you. No problem. You're welcome. Heart shape. More talk about the feet. Okay, are you barefoot right now? I've got shoes on, babe, Van, soles of your feet. But do you have to send me another $200? Okay. And then there's more back and forth where she's demanding more money because she's getting into the role, right? She's getting into the dominatrix role here and making bank while she's doing it. Now, this, for Gregory, is the point of contention. He is arguing that this is an agreement. She says, you want to see my feet while lying in a thong. He says, yes, please. There's a bit more back and forth. And they get back to the subject of feet again. She's then making demands. But you have to send me another $200 so I can make more YouTube content for you, right? For the soles of your feet. Okay, bit more back and forth. Then she demands another $200. Bit more back and forth, right? Now, this is August the 15th. He sends her a dick pic, which I've blurred out. And then she responds, did I ask to see that? You only do what the fuck I tell you to. Not, don't send me a dick pic because I don't like dick pics, but you don't do that because I haven't told you to. Because she's getting into the role, right? Okay. So that's around about 3:30. And then we get to this, which isn't that longer. It's about 3:46, so quarter of an hour later. I'm sorry, I feel like shit and really want to just go jump off a cliff. I apologize sincerely and have these stupid insecurities and keep on running from my problems. I had my first holistic life coach session today, and she's charging me $1,800 for 2 months. And I really got ahead of myself, and I'm just being real with you. I do like you a lot, but can't control myself when it comes to trying to go over the top. It's something I'm going to be working on with my coach. Is there any way you could send any of that back possibly? And I can delete this Twitter to work on myself with my coach each day through her tools and info she is going to help me with. Because right now I feel so terrible. I let myself down and wish I was not here and could just be more responsible financially, as there's another thing this coach said she can help me with. Obviously, I'm not going to tell anyone, never would. Well, that's obviously not true, but here we go. Now I feel so terrible. I let myself down and wish I was not here and could just be more responsible financially. All right. Obviously, I'm not going to tell anyone and never would. Was just hoping to see if you could send anything back. 346 at 347. I'm very sorry for everything. I'm sorry for even asking for anything, if it back, because it was all a gift. But if you could do anything, I would appreciate it. I'm sorry for even asking and apologize. I really do. I'm just trying to feel better and feel terrible right now. And was supposed to go to work 3 hours ago and keep finding myself anyway, I'm sorry. I let myself down today on a lot of levels. Is there any way you could find it in your heart to help me out, even if it was just a little, because I kept on wanting to make sure it was a gift? This is like 353. Okay. As I did want to do that for you. Of course, at the same time, I always find myself sacrificing my principles for instant happiness rather than be more happy and comfortable in my own skin and be happy with myself. So I don't have to go and try and seek it from others. Wait, what's going on now? Stop over analyzing. You're a grown-ass man. You do what you want to, because he's having a small panic attack. Right. So she's so confused. Doesn't address anything that he says, really. I mean, stop overanalyzing. You're a grown-ass man. You do what you want to. She doesn't say, no, you can't have any of the money back. So about the life coach, and this is the funniest part of the exchange for me, where he's talking about the life coach. And she says, you're going to stop that right now. She's going to take your money and give you words in return. Oh, for fuck's sake. She is most going to take advantage of you. Yes, the life coach is probably going to take advantage of you. Oh, then he's saying, is there any way you can send anything back? Babe, I went to the store. Oh, it's okay. I only did what you told me to do. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sorry. Now I feel bad. I just need to start over. I'm going to delete this Twitter. I'm really sorry for everything and promise not to say anything to anyone. Focus on myself and my condo and that I'm saving up for. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Well, if you say anything, just make sure you tell the truth. Steph, I'm not saying anything. I have everything screenshotted just in case. Yes, I know. Well, I have to protect myself. Now, over the course of 7 days, these payments were made. August the 7th, $35. August the 8th, $10. August the 8th, $10. August the 9th, $15. August the 10th, $10. August the 11th, $120. August the 12th, $50. August the 13th, $100. August the 14th, $75. August the 14th, $125. August the 15th, $100. August the 15th, $100. August the 15th, $50. August the 15th, $300. August the 15th, $400. Right. Let's do this. And in fact, we will, you know, if Steph wants to look at stuff at the end of the exchange, we can do that. But let's just do this. A real deal is a real deal. No paybacks required. Yes. And you know what? If Steph sent him a picture of her lying in a thong, then great. Makes this difficult is this sentence here, which is in the first substantive, like, communication between them. One of the first things that he says is, I do struggle with mental health a lot.
Oh.
So if you've got someone who they're just saying, I struggle with mental health, and then they're trying to give you money.
Yeah.
On the first day of chatting.
Yeah.
Like, just no.
On this phone.
Like that for me. See, that's why I kind of prefaced it. Is you're echoing badly there, Joe?
I'm switching phones. 1 second.
All right, okay. Like, and for me, that's why I preface this by saying, like, it's not so much about did you honor the agreement, although I'm going to be, it seems like you made an agreement that you didn't honor. But that sentence right there, someone saying, I struggle with mental health, and then they're trying to give you money straight away. Like, to me, I would say, thank you, that's very kind, but no.